Today's episode of the Please Stop Talking podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an audiobook store where you can get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial by using www.audibletrial.com/pstpodcast. I would recommend Dead Space by Buffy Beecraft. An incredible story. With only hours to save themselves, Zoe Moody and Joe Rigatelli are in the most primal race for survival they have ever faced. Teaming up after a simple planet-side trip goes horribly wrong, they are fighting for their lives against the worst alien infestation imaginable. Zombies. Make sure to share the cover.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Please Stop Talking podcast. I'm your host, Avery, but you might know me better as Shammy. I am joined in this episode today, as always, by my friends David.
I'm your friend.
Cameron.
I'm not your friend.
Oh, okay. Well, my friend David, my nemesis Cameron, and special guest, resident R guy, MandaloreGaming, aka Mandy.
Hey, everybody.
This episode of the podcast, this episode of the podcast is about work stories, and I don't actually have any interesting ones, so it's mostly going to be David and Mandy, because also Cameron's an infant.
Well, Cameron doesn't have
a story. Cameron has a sentence.
Not a story, but
yeah, it's a sentence. It's not a story.
Just throw your sentence.
I have sentences.
Wow.
I can hit you with some sentences.
You want me to hit you with a sentence?
Hit me with a good sentence.
Hard, cold one. Come on.
So in New Zealand, we happen to have
no, you're adding so much context. That's not a sentence. If that's a sentence, it's a run-on sentence, Cameron.
It can happen.
And that is not okay.
What do you mean? I was gonna hate you with just like a small story. If I'm gonna contribute, I'm gonna contribute at least more than a sentence.
Why would you say you were gonna hit us with a sentence if you're about to hit us with a story?
I don't know. You've got me there, honestly.
You're right. I do. This is what enemies do to each other, Cameron. They get each other.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, in New Zealand, we have child labor laws that allow children over the age of anyone under the age of 18 to be able to work. But there's no minimum wage. Is there no minimum age? I'm actually checking it right now.
Do you have like 8-year-olds making
pop
train
out
rails?
the womb into the mines? Is that how it works?
There are actually no like limits.
Is there actually not a minimum?
Holy
I can't see one. But anyway, so basically it means that you can pay a child under the age of 16, which is when they have to start paying you minimum wage, under the amount of minimum wage. And I think
why do adults have jobs in New Zealand then?
Because children can't do work. I don't know.
Being stuck in the machinery.
So basically,
it's a failure of democracy. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is why we're the most free country in the world.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. How do you measure that?
No.
What is the metric for that?
I don't know.
Shut up, then. You can't fucking...
Freest country in the world. Hong Kong. Fuck you.
In 2012, the most free countries were New Zealand, the Netherlands, and Hong Kong.
That was 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago. I'm looking at 2017. You were third.
Are you about to say 2012 was last year? Is that what you were about to say?
No. What? No. All right, we're number 3. That's all good.
Ooh, I'm number 6.
Okay,
Yay!
all right, can I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the minimum wage, I think because I worked at a Domino's when I was 11. So
what?
I think
that was the sentence. That was the sentence. I don't know why we're hearing all. I don't know why we're hearing all of this. I honestly don't.
Okay, do you want me to just?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
you clearly you intro.
Wait. What did you do at Domino's? Were you like a cook? Did you make the pizza? What did you do?
Child laborer in the cheese mines?
It was part of our school thing, like to know work experience, I guess. But like we were getting paid
when you were 11.
I think we're
they were paying you in work experience. Is that what you just said?
They were paying. No, I think it was part of like a work experience thing, like to.
You were 11.
It was exposure.
Dude, no wonder you were selling toys on the side of the street when you were like 7. New Zealand's fucked.
No, fuck off. Anyway, so they were paying me, I think, $11, and the minimum wage was like $16 or $15, which isn't that bad considering there is actually no minimum wage. They could have been paying me like $2. But I went with a few friends to do it, and one of my friends got to make pizza, and then I ended up being the person washing the dishes and doing the signpost for a while.
Wow.
Until they realized that apparently I was better at doing math than the people who were already working there, so they put me on the front counter as 11, and I could
Holy
barely
shit.
like look over the counter. So people would be ordering pizzas to literally like a top of a head, going like, "What do you want?"
What?
What
It was
the
great.
fuck?
You were taking orders?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was.
Why did
I was
you say
throwing the
you
machine.
didn't have a story? What?
You were taking orders? Dude,
You
if I
were
went to
taking
fucking-
orders at 11. That's a story.
If I went to fucking Domino's, I saw a fucking 11-year-old taking
would
orders,
leave.
I would be like, where's the cameras? Like, what the fuck?
I actually had one of the most
I would think
like
it was. I would think it was a money laundering scheme. I wouldn't trust it. I'd leave.
Yeah, if I saw a little kid pop out of a hatch, like, can I take your order? Yeah, a compact little child hatch, you know?
What?
It's like this big wall with like a Domino's logo on it. And there's like a little hatch. And then the little kid pops out. No prevents crime. You just have a little pizza goblin come out and take the orders.
Pizza goblin.
I actually had like a big anxiety attack when I was there because they made me I think my supervisor was trying to teach me how to take phone orders, but the phones that they used were really shitty and I was getting really flustered on the phone and I could not understand what the person was trying to order. So I actually ended just hanging up the phone and like going back and just standing there. I was so fucking bad at 11. I don't know why they try to make me do all this stuff. It was so difficult for me.
What the fuck?
It was great. It was a good time.
Was it? You
No,
just said you were
just told-
traumatized.
You just
What
said
the
you
fuck?
had an anxiety attack. Cameron, you can't make up your mind about anything.
Yeah, right.
It's like, I don't have a story.
No, but like-
I have a sentence. Actually, I do have a story. I worked at Domino's when I was 11 and I took orders. I got traumatized. It was a good time.
I wasn't traumatized.
I wasn't there for very long. I think I was there for like a month or so. But it
Yeah, a
was
month's not
definitely an
long enough to get
experience.
traumatized. You were fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably forgot about
Thanks for
it.
telling me if I was traumatized or not, Avery. I'm
Anytime,
glad you
dude.
were there.
A lot of tension.
Sorry. But yeah, there you go. There's my story.
Tension between
wait,
enemies. Are
wait,
you
wait, wait.
surprised?
Were the customers like not questioning this
No,
at
they
all? They
weren't.
were just like,
No, not
okay.
at all. They're just
What the
trying to
fuck?
order their
They
fucking
probably
food.
just bought a car from an 8-year-old. New Zealand is fucking no man's land.
It was actually pretty bad. Like some of the people just
Oh
don't
my
treat-
god, for a second I
just-
thought you were about to tell me I actually bought a car from an 8-year-old.
No, no, sorry. No, like the people that come into Domino's are sometimes fucking assholes, man. Like they'll order something and then you'll be like, okay, so you wanted this, and they'll be like, nope. And I'm like, what do you want then?
I think that's every fucking fast food
That's
place.
pretty much working in food service or
retail,
working in retail.
actually.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Working anywhere where you have to deal with people. I don't really have anything interesting. I worked for a few food courier services like Favor, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, and I was an Uber driver for a while, and I also worked a desk job for a while, and none of it was interesting. The desk job was boring. The other jobs made me hate people.
Nice.
Sad.
Pretty much
I
it.
I worked at my dad's garage when I was 14, so this story is illegal, boys.
Okay, great. Is this about to become a lost file? Is that what's about to happen?
No, because wait.
Oh no!
I completely brain farted. No, I'm fine.
Okay, for a second I
Okay,
thought you were
good.
like, oh,
No,
wait,
no, no.
I can't tell this story.
No, I have a couple stories about that place because basically what I did there was I was a janitor. And like, cause this thing is, it's like my dad was like, you should work. It's fun. And it was not. He lied. Thanks, Dad. And he made me do stuff like the inventory. So like we would get discs, like fucking brake discs. Is that what they're called in fucking English?
Brake pads?
Brake pads? Are they brake? They're
Yeah,
fucking
brake
heavy
pads.
as
Think
shit,
so.
dog. Yo, they're so fucking heavy. Like, I was 14, I could barely lift that shit. I'm fucking 21, I could barely lift that shit. I got spaghetti arms though, so like, but yeah, there was this one time where I was doing the inventory, so I was looking at a list, and I saw, for let's say like a bunch of oil, and I was like, okay, we got oil today, so like let's put it in the system. And this woman just, because it's like she comes into the reception, like she's kind of freaking out, and she goes to see the guy next to me who like works the reception, and he's like, what can I do for you? And she's like, come outside right now. And like everybody in the garage was like doing nothing and just hanging around and drinking coffee, and like everybody just goes out to look at her car, and her car like smelled fucking like rotten eggs. It smelled so bad. And she just tells us this story about how she got it from her ex-husband, and he was an asshole to her, and
Her
like
ex-husband.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Hey guys, everybody, I have an accent.
That's not
Fuck
an
yeah,
accent. You just said the wrong thing.
Maybe it's because of my accent. Fuck.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus.
It's 'cause of my
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
accent.
sorry. I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean to interrupt
Okay,
your story.
Thank you. God. Where was I?
I don't remember. I stopped listening when you were talking about your spaghetti hands.
Fuck, I legit don't remember where I was at.
Oh no.
She had a car. It smelled like
Oh
rotten
yeah,
eggs.
she was talking about her fucking husband or whatever. Honestly, I didn't catch most of what she was saying, and at one point, my dad's talking to her, and I just look at the hood of the car, and it starts like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like
Talking to
I
you.
can see the paint. What? No, the car did not start talking to me. The paint starts to melt, and
Oh.
it I don't know how to explain it.
You just did.
No, well,
It just melted.
well, the paint melts, so like it starts like opening up all over the hood, and I'm just like,
Wait,
Dad.
what starts opening up all over the hood? What?
like, because it spreads all around, like the paint, because like there's oil or something on the paint, I think. And like
Oh, okay.
when one
Sorry,
part,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it just spreads all over the hood, and I'm like, Dad, something's gonna happen. And like I get his attention. The moment my dad looks at the fucking hood of the car just starts burning, like big fucking flames. Like the car just combusts.
Oh my god.
And I'm yeah, and we're, like the lady's like, oh my god, ah! She's like fucking freaking the
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
out, and I'm like,
I hope
oh
you turn
man,
that down in post. That was so loud. Jesus
Was
Christ.
That was
Yeah.
pretty loud,
The
David.
peaking was good.
Yeah.
I mean that's what happened. She was like, ah,
I mean, that's what happened.
and like, I don't know what to do. I just run inside. I tell every other customer like, y'all best run, and they just all fucking dip.
Y'all best
What is
run.
y'all best run in French?
Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, vous devriez probablement sortir des locaux.
He's lying.
He's lying.
Absolutely lying. French Canadians are not that polite.
Okay, ouch. First off. Second off, everybody dips. And now I'm just there. I have the, oh fuck, what is it called? Fuck, what is that called? It's like the foam. The foam for fire foam. You know, the one.
You have a fire extinguisher? You have a fire extinguisher?
The phone?
The fire foam, yeah.
The fire
Well,
phone.
that's
I gave
what
the
it
fire
is.
a bubble bath.
I mean, that's what it is. It's fucking fire foam. Let's be real.
I mean, it depends on what type of extinguisher you have, but sure.
is there like liquid fire?
There's like
liquid
fire.
Look, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to make a joke here. Just leave
What?
me.
Wait,
What joke?
what joke?
I don't know. My life is a joke. Let's move on.
Evidently. But no, there are different types of
yeah.
fire extinguishers. One of them's just like air. Like it's
Air?
CO2 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Really?
it's
I didn't
not
even
air.
know that.
It's
It's
like a
not
fucking
air?
gas. It's like a gas of some kind. It's not just air,
Whatever.
obviously.
Whatever.
It's
What
not
the
just
fuck
fucking
ever.
compressed
It needs
air.
oxygen.
I think
It's
it's
a
What
fire
the fuck
triangle.
ever.
I'm pretty
the
sure
one
it's
we
CO2.
had,
It stops the fire of oxygen.
Pretty
the
sure,
one we
yeah.
had was foam, and I just like I give it to somebody else. I'm like, you fucking deal with that shit. And I was like, I'm not dying for this. I hate this job. I'm not dying, and I just go in the garage. Which, thinking back, not smart. If it exploded, a lot of things would have exploded in there. And I just look from afar, and eventually the firemen, they came and, extinguished the fire.
Good ending.
That really petered out. That
Hey, what the fuck did you? Not all stories end up with me closing down.
I was
Something.
waiting to find out about what your dad's doing now that the garage is gone.
Oh no, the garage is still there.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay, well I don't. Okay, well you kind of like.
What do you want from me, dude?
So there are some laws around child labor. So like
Yeah,
an
I
employee
often-
under 15 years old cannot work on a logging site, construction site, in any area where hazardous substances are manufactured.
Get out of the cheese
And
mines.
They also can't work during school hours. So
That's too
Okay.
bad.
that's too bad.
That's too bad. Can't get child pizza.
Mandalore, true capitalist.
Child pizza.
Child
for-
pizza.
Yeah, pizza made by children.
Does it taste
can
better
get
that
that.
way?
I don't know. They have delicate hands.
Tastes
Let's not go down this road.
it tastes cheaper that way. That's all I know.
Oh man.
Someone isolate that. Okay.
Delicate
No.
hands.
Yeah, they got delicate hands. They can put the pepperoni. Real
I'm clapping so you know where this is.
All right, Mandy.
All right.
All right,
Mandy,
you got a
do you have
story?
any? Do you have any good stories? I have one thing that in particular that I want to ask Mandy about specifically that I don't think anyone
I'm
else
thinking
here
my
knows
jobs
about.
because I've let's see.
While you think, I can go over another one of mine
Sure.
from the garage. So there was this. The garage was like, oh, I better be careful because there are not a lot of hospitals around. It was.
What?
What?
I don't want to. I'm not gonna fucking dox the garage, dude.
What?
Right, okay,
Wait.
Okay. He was gonna
'Cause
name the hospital, and if it's
Okay.
the only hospital in the area, he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to talk about it. So it was. There was a hospital, and they have a. What's a polite way to say loony bin?
That's a polite way to say
Asylum?
what?
An asylum. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of it's
A
not really
psychiatric
an
ward.
asylum.
Containment area.
Yeah, I guess a containment area. I don't
Prison
think that's
for the unwell. I don't know.
whatever. They had a
Where the
bunch of
freaks
crazy
go.
people. Yeah, where the freaks go, like me. Blah, blah. So we were right in front of a hospital, and there was a bunch of fucking crazy people, and they would just
That's-
come in and
yeah.
do
Oh, yeah.
wacky stuff. And this one time, there's this old senile man. He
Is
probably
this gonna get
wasn't-
sad? This sounds like it's about to get
for
sad.
me. For me,
Okay.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Don't worry, he didn't die yet.
What the fuck
And
is wrong with
he
you?
just came up.
Jesus Christ.
He came up to me while I was at the front desk, and he's like, "Excuse me, where's the bathroom?" And I'm like, "It's right over there. It's right over there. You don't need a key. Just like do your thing." And there was a bunch of people in the reception just waiting, and I was working on, I don't remember, probably inventory again. And the doors shut, and I just started hearing the loudest, most painful shit. Like, that guy was, I thought for real that he would die. Like, it was just fart noises and yelling. It was like
That's
disgusting.
in my autobiography.
Everybody, what?
Fart noises and yelling.
My biography?
My never mind. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Talk more
It's a
about
good joke,
senile
yeah.
man's painful shit.
Yeah, and the people in the reception just like all look at the same time, the door, and they look back at me, and I'm like, "Fuck, what do you want from me? I'm not fucking knocking." It just stops, and we wait like there's like a 5 minutes where we don't hear anything, and he just comes out eventually, and he takes his leave, and everybody's very, very relieved that he's not dead. And he closes the door when he leaves, like the door to the restroom.
He's shitting in the sink.
Wait. It starts smelling very, very bad.
Oh no.
David, please tell me you didn't.
Did he shit in the sink?
He said he didn't die.
He
He
didn't
promised
die.
me that.
He didn't die, but something crawled up in his ass and died there.
That's not
Just
what. That's not what that expression. Go ahead. Whatever.
no, whatever. I don't care. My grandfather told me that once, and I was like, that's funny.
That means you're angry.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
What
Yeah.
crawled up your ass and
Yeah.
died? That
Really?
means you're angry.
Means you're
yeah.
mad. Bad
That doesn't
mood.
mean
was
your
'cause you-
shit stinks.
I mean, one goes in. I mean, it can
What
be
about-
used in
what if,
both ways.
you
no,
could-
it
no,
can't.
you-
It's
no,
never,
no,
it's
nobody
never
says that.
used in the way you just used it.
I'm starting it. Fuck you.
Okay, fine. Jesus.
I just start saying that,
Wouldn't it be better to say what crawled out of your ass and died? Wouldn't that be better?
that would make more
like-
sense for really
Yeah.
stinky shit.
Whatever, dude. Okay. I get up from my chair and like I'm not there was also the guy at the front desk and he looks at me, he's like, I'm not going. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. I go there. I open the door and it's really dark. There was like no light. I just turn on the lights. Brown everywhere.
Oh.
I've never seen so much shit in my fucking life. There was shit on the floor, on the walls, and even on the fucking ceiling, my guy. It was the worst fucking work day of my life.
Wow.
I remember I turn around, my dad's behind me and he's petrified, dude. He just cannot believe.
Did you still work there
What
after
he's-
that?
Did I still? Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I was,
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I can get away with.
I was like, what?
Don't
What does
worry
that
about
mean?
What the fuck does that mean? Yeah.
it.
Okay. And yeah, he's just like, I don't have the time to clean this. You're gonna have to do it, son. And I'm like, Dad, no. And he went, and we made a makeshift hazmat suit with fucking trash bags, and those fucking like, not gas masks, just like.
Like a clinical mask thing.
Like we had a lot of clinical masks when we
Yeah.
did like oil changes or whatever, and like I just wore all of that. I made a makeshift thing, and I got a mop. I mopped the ceiling. I mopped the shit off the ceiling. Took all day. Not fun.
Wow, that sounds like a shitty time.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Got him.
David, every time you tell a story, I feel like I understand you more as a person.
What do you
Yeah,
mean? What
I
the
agree.
fuck
Yeah.
does that make you understand?
Right.
What? Why are you
I-
agreeing? What?
David,
What
I'm
do
just
you
saying.
mean?
I think you having to clean shit off a ceiling really informed your personality.
What the fuck does that mean?
Things like
Mandy.
that
Did that
can change a
add to-
man.
Yeah, exactly.
What did?
Yeah.
How?
David? I'm just
No,
like I don't
I've
think
had that
you'd
happen
be.
too. I
don't-
understand.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Not like that. Never mind.
What did you do to that horse?
I didn't do anything to the horse. It's what the horse did to me.
Oh my god!
What did the horse
I
do
just
to
realized we
you?
haven't explained that you worked with horses.
Yeah, you just
You're
keep-
gonna need-
Yeah, that's
Sounds-
it's probably an important footnote to put
yeah,
in
it's an
there.
important
All right,
footnote.
all right,
Probably,
Mandy,
yes.
you got a few
You
stories.
gotta,
then.
you gotta.
Yeah, I worked at a hardware store. I did like presidential canvassing during a campaign. I guess I work in an office now, but that's not as important.
What do you
And
mean?
then there
you
was a period.
guess? Wait.
And there was a period where I was working as a horse trainer in high school and a little bit after. And you think you know bad smells, but you really don't until you've been around
I think
animals
David
that
knows.
long.
I think David knows.
I think I know.
I don't know because
Oh,
I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's not even like a story. It's just like a thing that happened. I have
okay.
other gross horse stories, but this was just,
One time and a septic tank broke. That smelled pretty bad.
oh God.
Yeah.
That'd
Sorry,
be
go ahead.
bad. Oh no. So I was out and I was bringing out, like feed to them, going to the stalls, fill it up with food. They started eating it, and they had a horse named Newt, and I think he was a paint. He was getting pretty old, and we had a barn dog. It was we had a collie. I don't remember the dog's name, but whether or not the dog survived this is kind of the question.
Oh.
Because I went to feed Newt, and the horse farted. And, usually that's whatever. Horses, you don't see them ever not doing that. But then my nose started to burn. It
Oh.
felt like my nostrils were like rubbed with chili peppers. And I knew something was very, very wrong. And then the thing is, the smell hadn't hit yet. It was just this burning. And then the smell hit.
Oh man.
I was kind of convinced it was some sort of attack at first, or like
I was about to say that's exactly what I would think.
yeah, it didn't feel right, so I ran out of there, and then the dog is falling after me, and then the dog throws up. This is an animal that eats garbage.
Oh no, that's so
And so the dog's sick.
poor dog.
All the other the horses seem upset now. They're kind of like really hitting the stalls.
Seriously, Newt.
And I thought something was wrong. And so
I think something was wrong.
I thought it was like a chemical spill or something. Because it's like, I was like, there's no way. And then a week later, the horse died. So it's like,
Oh no.
who knows what happened that day? I mean, he
Oh
was
my
was getting
God.
old, but it's like, oh my God. Like, that really changed me as a person.
Yeah,
Did it?
that's what I was
Just like
saying. That
me?
was your shit on the ceiling. Was the toxic horse fart?
Oh my God, we have so much in common. Which establishments have you closed?
Have I closed, like, shut down?
Oh man, have you not
Yes.
listened to the podcast?
I heard his one about the Teo taxi.
So you know
That
so
man
you don't
probably
know.
lost his job.
That man probably didn't have the job to begin with. To be fair,
Yeah.
That could have just been some
that
guy.
was just a karate instructor.
Yeah, could have been their guy.
Oh my god!
Shut
Is
up,
that the end of the
David.
story? Just Hort had a rancid fart. Hort had a
That's why I said that one's not much of a story. It's just
Yeah, it
I
just
walked
kinda
in,
happened.
something smelled
Yeah.
awful. The dog started dying.
That was a
I ran
Cameron.
out,
That
and then
one
the
was
horse
a
died.
sentence.
Yeah, that wasn't a. I did warn you. That one was not much of a story.
All right, do you have another one?
I have lots of horse stories. There was
great.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
There
tell you
go.
honestly, Mandy. Just generally speaking, as a rule, I do not trust people who like horses.
Same.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Why is that?
Why
People
is that?
call
I
them,
live in
um,
Texas. I've had a lot of
Oh.
experience with horse people. I don't trust
Horse-
them.
Horse people.
Horse
scare
Yeah,
me.
it's true.
Yeah, I gotta.
I don't know what it is that attracts just weirdos to horses, but
I don't
Okay,
know.
Wait. So like, are you a horse dude?
He's a horse. He's a
What
horse
is-
boy. He's a horse boy.
Horse boy. You're a horse boy. A horse boy.
no, I mean, there's like
Lord
Let's
Mandalore.
say it a few more
everyone
times.
remembers horse
Mandalore the
girls
horse
in
boy.
like high school.
Yeah, everyone.
You know,
knows-
like they're
I
always
don't-
drawing horses.
Wait, I actually
always-
don't. I actually don't know. Are horse girls like like David Cameron? Do you guys like understand the horse girl thing?
I absolutely
So there
understand.
is is that like a universal thing? Cameron?
I know. I guess my cousin. Yeah, I get it.
Like they're always trying.
David, why did you?
I didn't
David, why are you typing jokes in chat?
I'm sorry.
scrub that from the record.
Because I already made like 50 jokes about that.
Yeah, you did. Why make another one in chat that people can't hear?
Fine, our horse.
Why make it at all? You missed the point of my question.
Anyways,
Oh, man.
horses, girls. Horse
Yeah,
How do you
I mean,
think,
that
think
Okay, go.
being a horse guy has impacted your videos, Mandy?
How has
a
I'm not
horse-
sure how it's directly impacted the videos. That's such an odd question to say.
I'm sure Avery can think of a few ways.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
What do you fucking mean? What?
What are
I'm just
you
setting you up.
implying? What?
I'm just setting you up to fail, Avery. Don't worry about it.
What is that?
You
You're taking down Mandy in the process. Is that what you want?
Oh no.
Oh man, look what you did.
I don't think I've ever referenced a horse in any of the videos.
I expect that in the future,
Yeah,
though.
that ends today.
Same. It better happen or else.
Mandy, I need you to make an entire review where you explain a video game story with analogies to horses,
Oh,
specific
yes.
breeds.
There's
yes.
so many breeds of horses, and there's like people are making
There
up
you
breeds
go.
and
So,
trying to make
there
their
you
own.
go.
so it would be easy. You can
breeds.
just make them up.
This
You can just make them up.
This is a quarter Bojangles horse.
It's just a dog.
It reminds me of the character in Dead Space.
Isaac Clarke.
What?
What are you talking about?
What? You guys are just saying words now. Nothing. Okay, Mandy,
Are you
tell
talking
me.
about the hit
Okay.
novel Dead Space available now?
Can we move
Wait,
on
so
to the
like,
next?
do they fuck the zombie aliens?
Oh
or-
my
or-
god! This is not what the fuck this is about.
What, I'm kind of curious. Do they fuck each
Next
other, or
episode
do
of
they
the
fuck each
podcast,
other
we're all
while
gonna
they?
read Dead Space, and it'll be a book club discussion. How about that?
Oh my
no.
god, that would be so terrible. No.
Okay, fucking Mandy, tell another horse story.
There were so many questions about the horse girls, though.
I didn't even have that many. I was just like, is horse girls a universal thing? Cameron, David.
Cameron didn't tell us. He just said, "Well,
Cameron was
my
like,
cousin."
my cousin.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's the only horse girl I know. So,
Is she crazy?
You know, it's a very specific.
and she fits
Like-
the mold.
She fits the mold. Unstable.
What? What? But what is it?
She say
Hey,
unstable.
Yeah.
Fuck
What
off.
is it about horse
It's a joke
girls?
from my Surge review.
Did
Oh,
you
that's
actually?
right.
Yeah. Go ahead, fucking do your horse story, you fuck.
Oh, right. Okay.
Be polite.
Wait, let me pick a horse story. Oh, I could pick Loco. That's a good story.
I like that it sounded like you were just reading off a list. Like, which one of these?
I was kind of going. There's a lot of horse stories.
I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I started, I was maybe 13 or 14 because we have like a local barn / horse center, for, kids get riding lessons and they
Yeah.
have shows from time to time, all that garbage. And so I wanted to learn how to ride horses because my great grandpa, he had like a farm out west and I knew a little bit there, but I was like, I might as well see if I can still do it here. And they said, okay, you're gonna ride that horse over there. And you look like a big white, kind of like a draft horse. Oh, wait, no one knows horses. It's like a big kind of working horse. They have really big necks. They're really meant to be pulling things and not like
I
for
know-
riding.
I know what a draft
Okay.
horse is.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
Thanks for
see-
the explanation, friend. See, Avery, sometimes being polite.
Maybe
good.
maybe live somewhere with
Now you
horses.
know what
David.
draft horses
David,
are.
are you seriously giving Avery shit about being polite?
Like,
Ouch.
In what world?
On the
This is coming from-
podcast, asshole. I
David.
know one joke. One fucking joke, and now I'm the rude boy. Boy, come on, get it up.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Oh my god. David, it's
Sorry,
not
Mandy.
one. I can't. Hang on. No, we're derailing
No,
for a
okay,
second.
no,
It's-
we're not.
It's not.
No,
it's,
no,
David, it is
no,
not
no.
one
Oh my
joke.
God.
This is a running theme.
Okay. Okay, it's my fucking running gag where I'm an asshole.
You're kind of a petty and vitriolic person.
oh my God.
Okay, whoa.
Ba-da-ba-bum. What
That
a
was
joke.
0 to 60.
Yikes, that you just fucking
Anyway, so
Wanna tell a horse story?
What the fuck was that?
is that a slide whistle?
Did you just whip out your broken slide whistle?
You just tried to bring the mood back up by doing a slide whistle.
Yeah, I did. Why did you have
Sucks
that
that it's
ready?
broken though, so it sounds sad. Sorry guys, by the way.
So the mood is still sad. Anyways, horses.
So there was this absolute polar bear of a horse.
Right.
And
Yes.
they said, "Oh, you're going to ride that one." And I'm like, "Okay." And they saddled him up and all that. And they put me on him. And I'm like, "Oh, what's his name?" "Oh, his name's Loco."
Oh.
And I'm like,
Oh no.
"I know it." And so I look at the instructor, I'm like, "Oh, Loco." It's like, "Yeah, well, he came with the name when we bought him. We didn't name him Loco." So why is he called Loco? "Oh, they wouldn't tell us. They didn't speak much English." And it's like, "Oh, okay."
Wait, what does loco mean in Spanish?
Loco means crazy.
Thank you, Mandy.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got to experience what Loco meant, and I got to be the discoverer of that. Because I went on a trail ride with was like the instructor and a few other kids. I think there was one other guy there. Most of them were preteen girls. So we were having a good old time. And Loco was fine. Other horses were doing horse things like being afraid of branches and jumping at shadows and just being horses. And then Loco saw a butterfly. It was a monarch butterfly. Because I remember it flew across my vision, and I thought like, "Oh, cool, it's a fucking butterfly." And then it flew around me, and it went by his face. And Loco was convinced he was going to die. And so this horse took off as quickly as he could into the forest with me on him. I don't mean like he started like moving around. I mean, he just bolted. And I'm on him. And every branch in the country is hitting me in the face when we're going through this forest.
Is that where you wear the helmet?
And I'm like, I'm just like, stop. Yeah, that's why you wear the helmet. But, what's coming at your face, it doesn't help a ton.
Yeah, I got you. I was actually making a joke about your avatar. It's not funny. Go ahead.
Oh my God. I mean, that would have been helpful at the time, but
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we can't
Please continue
dream about
talking.
it. That's the opposite of the title. Anyways, so I'm going on this horse. I'm like, I'm a kid, so I don't know what to do. I'm just going, stop. And that's panicking Loco more. And he eventually does stop. Not because I told him, I think he just got tired. And so when he stopped, he decided that the butterfly was going to catch him and this was the end. And so he decided as a horse to just lay
fall
down
over?
and accept
Yeah.
death. Yeah. He decided, he didn't fall over. He just stopped. He kind of said like, "Okay, I'm going to die because the butterfly's going to catch me." So he kneeled down and he just kind of laid down and accepted death. But I'm on him. And this could have been really, really bad. But there was something about the the land we were on, so that it was at this weird angle where like my leg was under him, but I wasn't actually being crushed by him.
Okay.
Because it could have been very bad. But he just went,
Yes.
like, okay, fuck this. And he lays down. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. I could kind of crawl away from him." And so I'm trying to like unhook one of my feet from the stirrups on the left side, the one that's like still up. And I do that, but I guess the feeling of my leg going across like his one of his flanks, so I'm trying to like slide off him. He's convinced that's the butterfly beginning to feast on him.
Oh my
so
God.
he doesn't start kicking. He just screams as loud as possible.
Jesus,
At this rate, I'm convinced it's a nightmare.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like a horse scream. It's kind of like a whinny, except, well, it's kind of like,
It's kind of just a scream.
yeah.
No,
This is just him going right.
Yeah.
Like as loud as he
Ah,
can.
yes. Now I see.
Thank you for
So-
the demonstration.
Yeah, I needed it.
So it's little 13-year-old me slowly like trembling from going at 90 miles per hour on this gigantic horse. And then it
90
just
miles
starts-
per hour. Wow.
It felt like that when you're that small.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Of
like,
course.
Speed scales. I get it.
yes. I'm like, okay, I'll just gently get off the horse, and now it's just screaming, and I don't know what's happening. Like,
No wonder all fucking horse girls are crazy. You'd have to be to deal with this kind of shit.
Yeah,
So,
no,
fuck.
that's actually it. Like,
so I get off of it, and I'm like, just kind of laying down next to it.
Horse girls are loco.
And then he stops screaming. And then he farts and they just stands up and he's fucking fine.
Wow.
I guess that butterfly didn't want to kill me. Oh gosh.
Yeah, just all and then I heard a little like, and then he stands up and he looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. So when are we gonna go? When are you going back to the bun?
Did you go back to the
Why'd
bar
you take me out
afterwards?
here, idiot?
Yeah, like the horse. He's like full on staring at me like, oh, this is your fault. Like I'm lost in the woods. Now you have to bring me home.
You drove me into the butterfly.
Yeah, that's exactly what. He takes off. He runs off into the woods, but you know it's my fault that I got the horse lost because I guess I brought the butterfly to make him sad.
In fairness, you did bring the butterfly to make him sad.
I did.
I don't think the horse was thinking at all.
Horses just don't think.
That's true.
I take that back. They have a really weird way of thinking.
Yeah, like this butterfly is going to feast on me. Better scream.
A friend of mine had this thing. He was always asking me, and I never did it. This was like a few years ago. He was like, "Oh, I heard a rumor that if you throw a blanket over a horse's head, it will just accept that it's dead and it lays down and dies." I don't think that's true.
It's the specific myth, I don't know if it's true, is that if a horse lies down and you put a blanket over its head, it thinks it's dead and will just die because it will starve to death or die of thirst.
Yeah, when I heard things like that, I started I guess this was later when I was actually instructing the writing, but I just started lying to, I shouldn't say that. Well, no, I was just lying to people about how horses worked. Because I got really tired of the questions.
That one's got a faulty axle. Be careful.
No, it was worse than that. Like,
wait, what?
Like kids would ask me questions about like do horses sleep standing up and stuff? And someone brought up the blanket thing. Like, oh, if a horse can't see, does it just lay down and die? I was like, oh yeah, actually horses are kind of like sharks, you know, like if they stop moving, they'll just fucking die.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, that's why they're always running.
When you
did you not show this kid? Did you not?
When you brought up the person asking, "Do horses sleep standing up?" I immediately thought I would tell them they sleep on the ceiling like bats.
Did you not show them the stables? Could they not just instantly think like, wait, are these all these horses just standing still?
No, I said they're always tapping. I said they're always tapping their feet.
Oh my god!
Because whenever you're in a stall, you can always hear them like kind of shifting around. So like they hear all that tapping. Like, hear that? That's them tapping their feet so they don't die. Like, oh, they're dancing.
Don't sleep. They just dance and
they're like sharks. They
try not to die.
They shut off parts of their brain.
If a horse stops walking, that's another thing. The laying down thing.
Does
Like,
it combust?
like is that horse sick? He's laying down. Like that horse looks like it's dying. It's like, no, actually, he's just sort of absorbing the sunlight. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, if they want to grow their winter coat, they have to lay it out in the sun for a while.
Oh my god!
Those people, might still be repeating that information to people to this day.
You're an instructor. You were instructing these people how to.
One of those came back on me because there was one thing I would tell people about, like, what happens if the horses can't graze, and I said they would catch and eat small animals. Well, that turned out to be half true.
I was about to say, that's true, Mandy. Horses absolutely do. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Horses absolutely do that.
What do they eat?
Small animals.
In case of what?
I went to another farm where they had like a divide between, like, where they had the chicken coops and the chicks. And they had a divide between that and the horse pasture, or else the horses would like snack in them like popcorn.
Yeah. No, horses are vicious.
That's fucking great. That's great.
Why is that great, Cameron?
That's funny.
Yeah, why is
like
that
popcorn?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
description.
energy, but
Yeah.
the problem is when we had one horse that was just killing for sport, and that was sort of a warning sign.
Jesus Christ.
Was that Loco?
What was that horse's name?
That actually wasn't Loco. I think his name was Cookie. Yeah, I think it was Cookie.
Fitting.
Well, he was
Very
a
fitting.
big black horse, and he had a few white spots
Why's
in
he
him.
gotta be a black horse?
I don't know. Well, he came with the spots. He was Cookie.
Okay.
But I think his show
it's
name was
fine.
probably like Dances in the Moonlight Forever
get
or
it,
whatever
I
the
get
fuck
it.
they
Dances
give show
in the
names.
Moonlight
I would have
Forever.
really liked if Loco would be like killing small animals, but he's afraid of fucking butterflies.
Oh, no,
It's like his
like-
fucking kryptonite.
I'm kind of convinced Cookie was baiting birds into his stall like an orca whale. It's kind of
Oh
insane.
my god.
Jesus
Holy shit.
Christ.
Because it looked like an owl had killed like a mouse or something by his area, because we just found like a pile of like bones and feathers. It was all mangled up. And we
I feel
didn't
like-
understand what was happening until one day I heard the really loud whinny and then like a crunch wood vibrating sound. And I saw that he was stomping on birds that were coming into his stall.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
That's not
fucking
even
shit.
hunt. Wow.
That's just murder.
The thing is,
Can horses
He
be
was com- he was
sociopaths?
no, the horse was completely fine everywhere else.
No, he
The kids
wasn't.
loved him. He was Cookie. Everyone loved it. It's like, oh, that's Cookie. Because can I pet Cookie? I'm like, sure, just don't go in his stall right now. Just you can pet him from out here.
as he's killing
Don't
fucking
go in the
birds.
morgue.
There were
my
kids,
God.
little 8-year-old girls, having magical horse moments petting his nose when he was standing on untold thousands of dead birds. Just like
Oh
a sea
my
of them behind the
God.
stall.
Damn.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Horse girls scare me more.
Well,
than
they didn't know.
ever have.
They didn't know.
I know, but
No,
they
but
eventually
a horse girl
will.
would have to know about that and be okay
Eventually, they will have to know about that.
It's like, I have to tell you the truth about Cookie. It's time to open the
with
stall
it. We
door.
need to talk about Cookie.
Just this mass grave of pigeons and
You guys
crows.
ever seen We Need to Talk About Kevin?
That's
Yeah.
the moment where
That's
the
a weird
where the
movie.
that's the moment where the girl decides if she's gonna be a horse girl or not. She sees the thousands
the
of
trial
dead
by
people,
fire.
dead birds.
Horse
Yeah.
leads her into this table. It's just full of corpses. Horse gives her a meaningful look and she nods.
Could you imagine if horses were actually like carnivorous animals?
Yes, because they
Like
eat
if they had
small
sharp
animals.
teeth. No, like if they had like sharp teeth and like
If they had sharp teeth, they would be extinct. We would have killed them all. Or the other way around. Civilization would
yeah,
not exist.
I mean, man,
It
I
would
didn't
just be
think of it
horse
that
girls and horses. That's all that remains.
Sounds like an
man.
apocalypse novel that Mandy would recommend on Audible.
way. It'd be like it's like The Happening, but instead of plants turning evil, it's all the horses grow sharp teeth and all the
Oh,
consequences of
God.
that.
I would watch that. I'd pay a ticket. I'd kickstart it. I'd give it a kiss on the lips.
Kick started.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That was a really
joke.
Cameron joke.
Wow.
What? What
Wow.
does that mean? Whoa! You turned it
That's my enemy you're talking about right now, Mandy. I'm gonna have to ask you to
Jesus.
back off.
Damn.
Mandy, you're the chosen one.
That was a Cameron joke. I'm sorry. No, I take it back. Mandy, are you not gonna talk about Viper?
Should I talk about Viper on
Yes.
this? Do the
What
people
the
want to?
fuck is?
Okay,
Yes. Of
you
course, I want to hear about Viper.
I'm sure some of the people listening are gonna know who he is, but there's a rapper named Viper, and he made
Oh,
the
that's
famous
not a
single.
horse.
No, he made the famous single "You Will Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack." He's made a few songs that have
Is that
gotten
the
some
whole
attention over
song?
the years.
Is he on Spotify?
Yeah, he is actually.
Wait, what's his name? Just Viper?
Just type in "You Will Cowards."
You will
Like-
cowards.
You will
Yes.
YOU
Yes,
apostrophe LL cowards.
You'll cow.
That's
Oh, there
him.
it is. You'll cowards don't even smoke.
Are you
Oh,
laughing
man,
at the
he
album
looks-
art?
Yes.
Yeah, that's him.
He looks like he
So
smokes
Mandy, do you
crack.
want to talk?
He's an associate of mine.
Yeah, do you want to talk about your business relationship with Viper?
Yeah, so a few years ago he started doing he started like outsourcing making music videos because he was trying to get his stuff out there. And so I thought, why not? I'll email him about it. And he selected me to do what was it called? I'm looking it up.
There's a stash spot.
I sell A1 cocaine, that was it. And so
what,
he's
what is it called?
I sell
You
A1
sell A1
cocaine.
Ah, nice.
the music video is I sell number one. It's somewhere out there. I'll look later. But anyways, so he's like, okay. And I talked to him. I sent him some samples of like video editing stuff I've done. And I said like, hey, I want to basically work with you. And he said, okay, that's great. I'm going to send you some raw footage. I'm going to send you like a high quality of the song. And I need you to make a music video out of it. And he had like really bizarre instructions included in it. One was like, oh, he had a really good one. Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
YouTube account is terminated.
Whoa,
Terminated.
that's the one you actually linked to me.
Is it?
Oh my god, is the video gone?
The video
Is the evidence
no!
gone?
Is all the evidence gone? Can we not talk about the EVE
Wait.
Online ships? You hidden it?
What?
Oh, no.
No way!
way. No,
What?
I'm so sad I missed it.
Oh, wait, it's okay. Someone made a 10-hour version of it.
What? Okay.
Someone looped my music video for 10 hours.
Okay.
But anyways,
go on with your story though. Yeah.
Yeah, so he had instructions like, this girl has a nice rack, but her face is kind of buttery, so you could cloak it in production. And it was spelled like a third grader.
You could cloak it in production.
Hey, exact words. But her face is kind of buttery, but you can cloak her in production. Like,
Oh
what do
my
you fucking
God.
cloak her?
Did you replace her face with an EVE Online ship and cloak it?
I thought of doing that, but I didn't. So, anyways, he sent me a video of himself actually making what looks like crack rock in his kitchen. Like, he was using the ice cubes and everything. And I'm seeing this happen, and I'm like, oh fuck, like he's actually doing this, and he wants to make a video out of it. And so I'm sitting on this.
Wait. Okay. How much did he pay you for this?
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
But so I'm looking at it, I'm just like, oh god, like he's actually making drugs in this. What do I do? And so I said, I'll just make it anyways, but I'll make it a little funner, so no one will think it's real. And I didn't know how, so I was like, I like the game EVE Online. Maybe I'll just sneak some of the spaceships into the shots and no one will notice.
How does that make it look like? Okay, hang on. I have questions about your reasoning because you've never explained why you put the EVE Online ships in there to me before. In what way does hiding EVE Online ships in this video make it look like he wasn't making crack cocaine?
Oh my god, that
Okay.
is he totally is making crack cocaine. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can see.
I like how you
He
blurred
totally
it.
is.
I like how you blurred it in some places just to be like, oh shit, that looks too real. Better fucking
Yeah,
throw a
there were
blur on that.
you could see me. You could see me cranking up the bokeh when I'm like,
Yeah.
let me just blur that out a little bit. And yeah, so it's like,
This will be linked in the description, by the way. Everyone can find this.
yeah, so
Is that his
I figured that like if he got in
girlfriend? What the
trouble, he could
fuck?
be like, hey,
Wait.
it's just a joke. See, look, there's spaceships in it. It's a haha funny video.
I can't
But
see
for his-
anything.
Okay, wait, hang on a second. Mandy is okay. Which girl's the butter?
There's
Which
one the
girl has the
first-
buttery face?
The one with the mask on.
Okay,
There's
the one
only
with the
one
bandana.
It's in the-
girl
it's in the
this,
first-
right?
It's in the first second
Yeah,
of the video.
okay.
You can
So
see a
it's the
ship.
girl with the bandana
Like-
on.
Yeah,
Poor Butterface.
she's been in other videos, but
Oh
yeah.
there's
So I was
the-
like, yeah, and there's a few of them throughout it. They're all over the place.
He's a Houston-based
And s-
rapper, my lad.
Yeah, so I'm like, if he gets, if someone's asking questions, you go, oh, it's a haha joke video. But, his boys on the streets are going to watch it and they're not going to fucking notice that. Like, no one's going to see those.
Wow.
I mean, that's a nice kitchen.
Playing chess.
Honestly, that's a very nice kitchen to make.
Yeah, if you go to 315 in that, it shows that you can see like, oh, there's me. I edited that. So yeah.
this is really good. This is really
Yeah.
good.
So I made him this and he was really happy with it. Before it was zapped,
Really?
it had like, yeah, he loved it. He absolutely loved it.
Wait, where? Oh, there's the shit.
Yeah. It's completely
I didn't even
true.
see it. I didn't even see it at first. It just appears when he.
Did you notice
It
some of the
appears when
spaceships?
oh my god! How many spaceships did you hide?
There's quite a few.
There's quite a lot. There's stuff hidden all over it.
That's amazing.
I put like my my Eve character's like a cop who appears at the end. I cropped a police hat on him. It's really something else.
I just
Wait, wait, at the end?
You didn't even mask it. It's just a fucking flip, folks. I love it. I love
Wait,
it
what
so
time?
much.
Hit me with the time code.
It's like 3 minutes exactly, I think. Oh, 3 minutes 7. Right.
All right, hang
3
on.
minutes 9. Here, I can just copy. Here's the timestamp.
He's got some pretty good moves.
Yeah, I made sure to edit his dancing so it would look really cool. It's really not even a subtle effect. I just thought it was funny.
God damn.
So stupid. God.
So much.
He loved it. He loved all of it.
I can't believe this.
And before
the bitch cocaine on the street.
the thing is, he was submitting that video to like VH1 and like all these like hip hop sites, and they were running it. It's like no one really knew what this was. And I guess before his account got shut down for,
Fuck.
he might have had another video when he got
showing
caught.
you how to make
showing,
Yeah.
showing
cocaine.
himself making real drugs.
Probably got him in trouble. But it had like a few 100,000 views before it got smacked down.
Mandy, I gotta say, I love how everything you do somehow loops back around to EVE Online.
Yeah, but the problem is he then offers, he was really adamant, like, I'll pay you for your work. The thing is, he's offering to pay me after I've seen the video of him making the crack rocks in his kitchen.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, Viper, I've really dug your music. You can just have that for free, and there needs to be no financial ties between us. And he was like, well, I'll offer you some shares in my moving company.
Oh my god, are you about to
What?
post the moving
Oh
company
my-
picture?
Yeah, you should probably put that in the video too. But
Okay, I will.
he's like, it's called Viper's Free Movers, and it's a moving company.
Free.
And he sent me
What?
the logo. This is the real logo for his moving company.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Holy fucking shit.
It's just a graph.
It's
It's just a graph.
No, Mandy, it's not just
It's
a graph.
not just a
There is
graph.
much more than
There's
just
Houston,
a graph
there's
here.
Houston in the background.
Houston is in the background.
And him
There's a
like,
graph.
shirtless
There's him-
with covering covered in
He's
He
mud.
didn't
his
even frame it
titties.
so the top of his head would be in the picture.
Yeah, it's
so
like all cut
off.
There's
Oh,
like
I love it.
white. Oh, it's not even. Oh, the white lines on the sides, like the borders, they're not even.
They're not even. Oh my god, it's not even
They're-
symmetrical.
mm.
It's
They're
just
not
a graph
I
of
also-
nothing. I have no idea what the graph is
The
for.
graph has
It
services,
says-
construction, manufacturing, production, and total.
They're just going up, and he probably like
He
that.
googled graph.
Yeah,
If I
and so
Google, hang on a second. If I Google image search graph, how far do I have to scroll to find that one?
So, do you have shares in his moving companies?
well, I actually looked it up,
Oh,
and I might be able to find there. I'd have to look really deep, but I looked a few years ago, and there were reviews for it. And actually, no, there's only one review that I at least
Okay.
remember, and it was from one lady saying that, oh, well, the workers both showed up drunk and without shirts, and they were continually dropping things during the move. It wasn't a real moving truck; it was a pickup truck that they had, I guess, glued or hammered on like some sort of wooden frame around the back to make it look like a box. So he had like some Ed and Eddie contraption that he was shoving people's furniture into to move around, and he kept dropping stuff because he was always on his A1 cocaine or something during the moves.
wow.
Oh my
So
god.
I also declined stock in Viper Free Movers Incorporated, but it was a beautiful almost partnership that happened between us. I still have his phone number at least. So
Yeah.
if you ever need any musical production on the podcast,
Can we get Viper to do
he
the
might be
intro?
willing.
Yeah, let's get Viper to do an intro. We'll pay him at
Let's
least
have him.
3
Can we
hot
get,
dogs.
can we get Viper to do an ad read?
I don't.
I think
He might
having
not
a,
be your best sponsor.
having a drug dealer, someone who literally makes drugs, endorse one of our sponsors, I feel might be
What
the
if
wrong
he's our
move.
What if he's our sponsor?
Oh my god, could we be...
Viper Free
I need you to
Movers is
connect
your
us to
sponsor.
Viper Free Movers Incorporated, Mandy.
I don't know if he could afford to be a sponsor. Because,
you
you know,
can for
ever
this
since the
podcast.
Well,
For this podcast,
ever
yeah.
since the flooding hit, he was tweeting about how he was selling cassette tapes to make the ends meet.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the harness of death he has.
What? You haven't told
The
me about this
harness
either.
of death.
Yeah. So about 2 years ago, he started wearing this woman's corset to like lose weight,
That's...
but then he put on like 2 or 3 at the same time. He calls it the harness of death or the THOD. Like this. He calls it the THOD.
What the fuck? fuck?
All right, well, I know what the title of this episode is.
The thing
Damn.
is,
I was really hoping it'd be the Russian, but the THOD takes
Yeah.
it.
but he doesn't say the harness. He calls it the harness of death because Viper can't spell. And for the past 2 years, he's constantly
my
tweeting
God.
about how it's going
Oh
to
my
kill
god,
him.
he has a Twitter. I'm following him right now.
He already follows me.
Of course he does.
Yeah, but he follows a fuckload of people.
With my
THOD 125.
Okay.
we need. I'm gonna read this tweet.
I
Someone needs to. Who's reading this tweet out loud? Mandy.
D2J0. I work out almost every day preparing for my final battle with my 5 enemies. THOD 1 through 5. Daydreaming of a way to defeat them. Problem is, every day I get stronger, they get stronger. It's almost as if they're a mimic of me, a mirror of reflection, mocking my attempts at futility.
So what happens is every time he survives a month wearing it, he adds another harness to the collection.
What?
And then he calls it the THOD 2 or the THOD 4. And when he can't stand it anymore, he gives up. And he calls
Wait, sorry. He has 100k followers.
Viper's big,
Yeah,
dude.
Viper's a fucking. He's famous, man.
This is my favorite one, though, because it was actually about a year ago today when he was getting pneumonia.
What are these
and
letter
he
number
tweeted
codes
that.
at the beginning? Day 7, Journey 2.
Okay, day 7 is what day of the THOD
Yeah,
cycle
I know, but
he's
what
on.
is
And
J?
Jay's Journey.
Journey.
Every
I
time he
guessed
puts on
it.
new
I
THOD.
fucking
Oh.
did it.
Yeah,
Journey
Holy shit.
0? What is Journey 0? What?
that means he started over. He basically
Wait, what?
Oh.
he's basically new
Okay,
game
wait,
plus.
no. Hang on. I have a question. What does Journey mean if when he starts over, Journey goes down to 0?
Okay, so like he puts on one.
What is this
he puts on one corset.
Can you?
He makes it a month. Okay, he puts on a second. Okay, that would be Journey 0, THOD 2. But if he gets to a point where he can't wear them anymore, the journeys start over. But he might not restart with a new THOD. So it might be THOD 4, Journey 0. But you
I
can't
don't
have
understand
like Journey
any-
5,
I don't
THOD 1.
I don't understand
All right.
this at all.
Day
This is
day
the
one.
most
Sorry.
Can you explain that
complex-
again?
This is some of the most complex lore
Yeah.
I've ever heard
Alright,
in my
alright,
life.
alright. Day 1, Journey 0. I have no THOD on me, so I'm actually in Journey 0 now. When THOD 1 and 2 arrive, I will wear both siblings, jumping me to Journey 2, brackets J2, preparing me for THOD 3 to 5 arrival. The last 3 of the THOD siblings, and the end of my life, picking a fight with family of 5.
Yeah, he's convinced these things want to kill him. Like he has nightmares about them. This is also another favorite when he was finally
I need
giving
everyone to
up to how
understand that
powerful they
Mandy
were.
was trying. Mandy almost let us get through the podcast without bringing up Viper. Like,
Quick, so he's botted 100,000 people to follow him.
Oh
Right?
no, Yule Cowards was like big a few years ago. Like people found
Really?
that they thought it was the funniest thing.
It's a
No,
meme,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like 230.
I had no clue.
PewDiePie was
230K.
talking about it at some point. I know, like there were people who were like, "This is the funniest thing," but they don't know just how much.
they don't
music
know
he
how
makes.
deep the Viper hole goes.
They really don't like.
Journey 1,
Holy
day 1.
Viper
I have
is a-
found the
is a
enemies,
wonderful
THOD 1
person.
and 2. Fucking.
Are there any pictures of the fucking?
Is there a picture of the
THODs?
THOD? If I Google image THOD, what comes up?
No.
He-
Holy
I think
fuck.
he does have some pictures of the THODs somewhere. I've seen them.
THOD.
Oh my god, the thought.
What is this? Okay.
Day 44, Journey 1. I watch a lot of movies and my favorite's when the good guy has a chance of winning, but in the end, the bad thing destroy him, kind of like THOD 5 will destroy me. No spaces. No spaces. There's actually spaces, but not between like
words?
like
You think I'm exaggerating? Like Viper hypes up these
No,
journeys.
listen,
Like
it's like
I'm fighting
that.
THOD 5 next month.
It's like it's like that. That's how he worded it. What the fuck is happening? I'm so
I
sad.
feel like I'm having.
By the
a
way, I
stroke.
Google image search THOD and that's what came up.
What? What is that?
I have no idea. Okay.
That's a barrel. That's a door.
Kyle's
Are we
typing.
I think he's made some music videos talking about the THOD. I would have to look, but yeah, he's not kidding about the hornets of death.
Wow.
I wish I had something in my life I cared about as much as he cares about the THOD.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he
Yeah,
talks about
wow.
having nightmares about it. He's like, next month, like I'm going to fight THOD 5, but it will probably take my life. And he gets like actually depressed about it.
Holy shit.
Does he actually have a PhD in business?
Have a what?
A
It's a PhD in business.
business.
No, 2019. He's going to get a PhD in business. He's thinking ahead.
It might be
Oh
from a
my
degree mill,
God.
but I'm gonna wish Viper the best on that.
Licensed real estate broker 2018. Next year he's going to be real estate broker. Then the year after that, he's going to have a PhD in business.
What is freemovers.com?
I don't know.
I think he just
Free
thinks.
Movers Inc.?
Okay, I think he thinks that typing freemovers.com on his Twitter made the website.
Yeah,
He thinks this is his website. That's what I'm interpreting from that.
This is definitely not his website.
Yeah, no, this is a website.
yeah. You can buy his cassettes right now.
I think we need.
I think
Are we done?
I think we're done. I don't know where we go from Viper.
I think we're done.
I feel like
Viper
I think. Listen,
is the-
I'm gonna be honest.
Viper's a rabbit hole.
That's what I'm saying. We need, if we maybe at some point there will be a Viper centric episode and we will discuss the lore.
I hope not.
The deep lore.
Can we
of
get Viper on?
Mandy, you got the hookup, right?
You got the hookup.
I don't think he could, only because I don't think he understands Discord.
That's
because
fair.
he wanted to play EVE Online when I told him more about it, but he didn't. He didn't seem to understand how desktops worked.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
He was like,
Well,
"I like
you
how
can't-
them all getting shot, but that looks like a lot of buttons." And I said, "Yeah, that's a pretty good review of it, Viper."
Look, man, you don't have time to worry about computers when you got to worry about the THOD.
Yeah, he's
got
gotta
a
watch
really,
the
that's a really good
streets.
point. Yeah, no, I think that's where we call it. We're not,
Alright.
there's nowhere to go from Viper.
Yeah, Viper
Alright,
is the
So you
end.
can
I-
follow Viper at rapper.
Yeah, follow
Viper.
Viper at rapper Viper on Twitter. Mandy,
That is complicated.
plug your shit.
Oh yeah, I'm a MandaloreGaming, one word, and I do really irrelevant games, but it's a good time for everybody.
Yeah,
It is.
It's a great time.
and his Twitter is Lord_Mandalore. Is that it?
Is
Hang
it?
on.
I think so.
It
I
is.
think so.
It's Lord
You're
underscore
fine.
Mandalore. I got it. Yeah. He's a follow Mandy. Keep up with Viper. David.
Don't forget to follow David.
Yeah.
Sir Meow Music.
Yeah, on Twitter, on SoundCloud.
Spotify.
Are you okay?
No.
Okay.
I'm listening to.
Are you listening to
I can't
Viper
say
right
the
now?
name of the. I can't say the name to this song, but it's good.
He has dozens of albums. It's mostly cloud rap, and some are just the previous song in reverse, but they're all right.
Yeah, I'm listening to Merciless now. It's good.
Okay.
All right,
Cameron.
I'm at Super Sneak Sheep on Twitter, and you can check out my YouTube Super Sneak Sheep as well.
Yeah, he started posting
potentially-
things. You can find the game music videos on
Did he?
there.
Mm-hmm. And potentially another video soon.
Yeah, your work is
Ish.
yeah. He's told yeah. I'm
The Cameron.
I have a Twitter. It's at Shammy TV. I don't really feel like plugging anything else.
Why not?
What am I
Don't
gonna?
you want to be
what
held
am I
up in
gonna?
the
Am I
ranks
gonna
of
plug my
Viper?
main channel on this, Cameron?
But
People
Viper.
might not know.
I already
Yeah,
plugged
come on, dude.
Viper.